Good morning everybody, I am Sridhar Reddy. Today my topic is molecular orbital energy diagrams of nitrogen and oxygen. It is a very important long question in the IPE examination. Let us take here. In the nitrogen molecule, if you observe, it will have the two nitrogen atom, one nitrogen atom and the second nitrogen atom. Electronic configuration of each nitrogen atom is 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. This also will have the same 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. So 1s2 combines with the 1s2, they use the two different energy levels. One is called as the bonding orbital, one is called as the anti-bonding orbital. Bonding orbital will have least energy and anti-bonding orbital will have the highest energy. I am taking here, let us take here 1s2 of this nitrogen mixes with the 1s2 of this nitrogen and they gives you the two different energy levels. It is called as the least energy, which is called as the bonding orbitals. Similarly, they combines with each other and they gives you the highest energy, which are called as the anti-bonding orbitals. Now, total 2 plus 2, 4 electron. Now, we have to accommodate the 4 electron in this orbital and this orbital. Ultimately, in the filling of electron, we have to follow the above principle, Hund's principle and Pauli's exclusion principle. So, total 4 electron, 2 electron comes into the least energy first, then it enters into the highest energy. So, 4 electrons we are accommodated. And this 1s combines with each other, which is called the sigma 1s2, because sigma 1s orbital 2 electron and ABOs is called the sigma star 1s2. That's all. Now 2s2 of this nitrogen atom combines with the 2s2 of the second nitrogen atom. Again it gives you the two different energy levels. One is called the least energy, it is called the BOS. Highest energy is called the ABOs, and this is called the sigma 2s and this is called the sigma star 2s, because s orbital always oriented through the internuclear axis, they gives you the sigma bonds only. Total 2 plus 2, 4 electrons. So 2 electron comes here, 2 electron comes here. Ultimately, this electronic configuration sigma 2s2, sigma star 2s2. Finish it. Now, 2p3 orbitals of this nitrogen atom, p orbital will have three orientation, pex, py, pz. Oriented with the 2p3 orbital of second nitrogen atom. Immediately what happened? First, px orbital and py orbital will have the same energy. They side overlaps with each other. Ultimately, they gives you the pi bond. Px orbital overlaps with the px orbital, side overlaps. Py orbital side overlaps with the py orbital. They will have the same energy. That's why here you will get the two orbital. One is the pi px, one is the pi py. Then 2pz orbital combines with the another 2pz orbital. They overlaps through the internuclear axis. They gives you the sigma 2pz. So this is the configuration. Above, if you observe, these are the BOs and the ABOs you take. So this is the two orbital. So pi star px equal to pi star py. These are the pi px equal to pi py. Bonding orbital. Anti-bonding orbital represented with the star. Pi star px equal to pi star py. Then this will be the sigma star 2pz. Now, how many electrons? Total 6 electrons. Now we have to accommodate. How the electrons are accommodated? They are having the same energy. First 1 electron, then 2. Total 4. Remaining 2 here. That's all. So this is the 6 electrons are finished, and this is the MOED of the nitrogen. What is the MOED of nitrogen? It gives you the bond order. I am giving the here. Bond order I will give you. What is the bond order? Bond order is equal to half into bonding electron minus anti-bonding electron. So now 1 by 2 bonding electrons, 2 plus 2 plus 6, total 10, minus anti-bonding electron 2 plus 2, 4, 10 minus 4, 6, 6 by 2, 3. What is the meaning of this one? Nitrogen will be held by the triple bond. That's why nitrogen has the N triple bond N. What is the electronic configuration of the nitrogen by using the MOED? Just you write down, look at here. Sigma 1s2 is less energy than the sigma star 1s2 is less than sigma 2s2. Like that, you have to write the electronic configuration, which gives you the electronic configuration of the nitrogen according to the MOED. That's all. In the nitrogen, simple remember, pi px equal to pi py will have the least energy, then sigma 2pz. So quite reverse. I am taking the oxygen molecule. Here also oxygen has the two atoms. Electronic configuration is the 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. This oxygen also 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. Now what happens? 1s2 combines with the 1s2, 2s2 combines with the 2s2, 2p4 combines with the 2p4. I am taking them. Here I am taking 1s2 of one oxygen combines with the 1s2 of another oxygen. They gives you the two different energy levels. One is the least energy, which is called as the BOS, and this is called as the anti-BOS. Total 4 electron. 2 electrons here, 2 electrons. This is called as the sigma 1s2. This is called as the sigma star 1s2. Same as it is exactly. 2s2 combines with the 2s2. So 2s2 combines with the 2s2. They gives you the two different energy levels. One will be the BOS, one will be the anti-BOS, anti-bonding orbital. Total 4 electron, 2 here, 2 here. Ultimately, this is called as the sigma 2s2 and this is called as the sigma star 2s2. Then 2p4 of one oxygen, 1, 2, 3, 4. This oxygen also, 4 electron, 1, 2, 3, 4. How they combines? Here quite interesting, if you get, they will get the least energy, highest energy. Here, which is the least energy? Pi px equal to pi pi will have least energy, then the sigma 2pz. Here these two are inverted, that's why. Nothing but, in case of the oxygen, sigma 2pz will have the least energy, only one orbital. Then pi py and pi pz, nothing but two orbital, will have like this, pi px equal to pi py. Then, what about the anti-bonding? Same exactly. This is equal to the pi star px is equal to pi star py. Then it is exactly equal to sigma star 2pz. Now, only differences of nitrogen and oxygen. Here pi px, pi py will have least energy. Here 2pz will have the least energy. So remaining above will be the same. Only bonding orbital. These two are inverted. So immediately, how many electron? 8 electron we have to accommodate. So 2 electrons here, then same energy, 1, 1, total 6, that's why 7, 8, total 8 electron you have to accommodate. 2 plus 2 plus 2, 6. Here, pi py equal to pi star px is equal to pi star py, because it is the anti-bonding orbital, that's why it is represented with the star. So they will have the same energy, that's why 1 electron here, 1 electron here. Now this is the MOED of the oxygen. Bond order I will calculate. Bond order is equal to half into bonding electron 2 plus 2, 4, 4 plus 6, 10 minus anti-bonding electron 2 plus 2 plus 2, total 6. 10 minus 6, 4, 4 by 2, nothing but 2, 2 nothing but oxygen held by the double bond. Oxygen held by double bond. Another very important point, if you observe in case of the oxygen, here you take in the anti-bonding orbital, oxygen has the two unpaired electron which are responsible for the paramagnetic nature of the oxygen. Oxygen will have the paramagnetic nature which can be explained by only one theory. That theory is called the molecular orbital energy diagram. According to this theory only we can say oxygen will have the paramagnetic nature. How we can say? Oxygen has the two unpaired electron. Whenever having the unpaired electron which are responsible for the paramagnetic nature. What is the difference between this and this? Up to here both are same. Here this only interchanges and immediately you will get the here bond order is the 3, here bond order is the 2, and according to the MOED oxygen will have the paramagnetic nature. Thank you.